Hello and welcome back to the course on Power BI. In the previous tutorial, we started solving our challenge, but we were faced with the problem that we created this visualization and it's showing the total number of units sold by each representative instead of the total dollar amounts in sales for each representative. And so today we're going to fix that. Today we're going to learn how to add a new column into our data set which will contain the total sales value. And in order to add a new column, all we have to do is go to the right side of a visualization. It's actually very straightforward, very simple process. Or just right click anywhere here on this data set or even on any one of these columns, doesn't matter on which one. And here you've got two options, new measure and new column. Now we will talk about new measure further down in the course. We won't discuss it right now. Out of these two options, we're just going to add a new column, and it does exactly what you think it does. It adds a new column physically into your data set, and we'll see that in a second. So let's go ahead and click that new column, and as you can see, it's appeared here, and over here you can specify the formula. So we're going to say total sales equals, and then just start typing what the other existing columns that you want to involve in the calculation. So we want to involve units. So if I start typing units, you'll see that it comes up, and just click enter or select this option over here. So office supplies units, that specifies which data set to take that column from, and multiply that by office, well, we'll just say units, and then it'll come up unit price. That's what we want, because total sales for an existing transaction is the number of units sold in that transaction times the unit price in that transaction. And just go ahead and hit enter. Right away you can see that total sales has appeared here. So before we continue with the visualization, let's go ahead and have a look at our data set and see how it changed here. So here you can see that we've got a new column here, total sales, and the formula is up at the top. And if I scroll down or just pick any one of these, you'll see, for instance, on Sunday, August 24th, James, in the West region, James sold desks. He sold 3 units of desks on that day at a price of $275. So the total sales for this transaction, or for this day, for this region, for this person, for this item, total sales, basically the total sales for this row is $825. Let's pick another one. Let's say Alex sold binders. He sold 11 at $4.99 each. So the total sales value is for $54.89. And that's how we got this column, basically just multiplying these two. And as you can see, it's performed, the calculation is performed at the row level, and it's stored in our data set. And that's very important. Right now, it might seem like an obvious thing, but then when we talk about calculated measures, it'll be an important distinction. But let's not run ahead of ourselves. We've created this calculated column, and that's great. Now we can use it in our visualization. And now let's create a new page. So we'll just keep this visualization as it is, but we'll create a new page. So we'll just actually, instead of clicking this button, we'll right click here and we'll say duplicate page. And here we'll just say, instead of page 3, say page 4. Actually, you can rename them. So if you just double click, okay, let's name it something else. Let's say total sales, right? And this one we can rename to number of sales. So we remember which one is which. Or of sales, total sales. And here we'll actually, if you just double click, it'll let you rename total sales in dollars. And so here what we want to do is click on the visualization, and all we want to do is replace the units with total sales. So let's just drag total sales and just place it over units in the values field, and let's see how the visualization changes. If you do that, you can see that things have changed now. So let's compare. Previously, in the central region, Alex was the top salesperson. He sold the most units. Now, in the central region, Matthew is the top salesperson. He sold $3,109 in sales total. So even though he sold less units, he made more revenue for the company. In the East region, it was Richard who sold the most units, but now it's actually Susan who made the most sales in dollar terms. And here in the West region, it was James, and it is still James who made the most sales in dollar terms. So there we go. That is how we create a calculated column, or a new column in Power BI, and that's how we use it in our visualization. So we've pretty much solved this challenge, and we just need to finalize this visualization so it looks fantastic. And we'll get to that in the next tutorial. I look forward to seeing you next time, and until then, happy analyzing.